Ever catch yourself wobbling on a step? Heart racing? Thinking, what if I fall? Weak legs? Aching bones? They sneak up after 50, threatening the freedom you've earned. But here's the Stoic truth: we can't stop time. But we can fight back with what's in our power. Your plate? That's your weapon. Today, I'm revealing 8 powerhouse foods to fortify your legs and bones. Simple stuff that keeps you steady, strong, and independent. Stick with me. These aren't just foods, they're your ticket to aging like a warrior. Let's get real, aging isn't gentle on our bodies. After 50, bones lose density. Think of them thinning out like old paper. Muscles shrink, especially in the legs, making stairs feel like Everest. Here's a stat that'll wake you up: falls are the #1 injury for seniors. Over 3 million ER visits a year in the US alone. One misstep, and you're sidelined for months, maybe losing the independence you've fought for. I saw it with my grandma. Shaky legs turned her daily walk into a battle. Then she swapped processed junk for real food. And the difference? Night and day. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, had it right: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Aging, that's outside. But your diet, that's yours to master. What you eat today decides if you're climbing stairs or stuck in a chair tomorrow. These 8 foods we're about to dive into, they're not magic pills. They're fuel for resilience, tools to keep you moving. And the best part, they're easy to find, easy to eat, and they work if you commit. Ready to take control? Let's hit the list. Starting at number 8, almonds. The bone-protecting supernut. Don't let their tiny size fool you. These little powerhouses are loaded with what your body craves after 50. Magnesium's the MVP here. It keeps your bones dense by locking calcium right where it belongs. Without it, your skeleton's like a house with loose bolts, ready to crumble under pressure. Then there's protein. Almonds pack enough to fight that sneaky muscle loss that turns your legs wobbly on a morning walk. And those monounsaturated fats, they're like oil for your joints, cutting down stiffness so you're not creaking like an old door every time you stand. Picture this: a handful a day, and you're sidestepping the fragility that age tries to throw at you. Here's the move: soak a handful overnight. Softens them up, boosts nutrient absorption. Then toss them into oatmeal. Sprinkle over a salad, or blitz into a smoothie with some berries. No fuss, pure fuel. The Stoics loved simplicity. Think of almonds as their kind of food: small, unassuming, but relentless. Marcus Aurelius would have nodded at this. Proof that little choices, day after day, stack up to unbreakable strength. Number 7, sardines. The calcium and omega-3 powerhouse. Yeah, they've got a funky smell. Let's not sugarcoat it. But hear me out, because the payoff's massive. Those tiny, edible bones, they're a calcium goldmine, blowing past chugging milk if osteoporosis is creeping up on you. After 50, your bones can start thinning out fast. And sardines step in like a natural shield, packing more calcium ounce for ounce than most dairy. Then there's the omega-3 fatty acids. These bad boys slash inflammation, so your knees and hips don't scream after a walk around the block. Imagine this: less stiffness, more stride. Bonus points: omega-3s boost heart health, keeping blood flowing strong to your legs, so you're not huffing halfway up the stairs. I'll admit, I wrinkled my nose at sardines once, until my buddy swore they turned his creaky joints into a smooth ride. He was right. Not a fan of eating them straight from the can. Mash 'em onto whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon. Trust me, it's a game changer. Tangy and hearty. Or toss 'em into a salad with some greens. Or mix into pasta with a little olive oil. Suddenly, they're gourmet. If the flavor's still too bold, rinse 'em under water to tame it down. Point is, they're versatile and worth the grit. The Stoics faced discomfort head-on. Think of sardines as your rugged win. Epictetus said, "It's not things that disturb us, but our judgment of them. Don't judge the stink. Judge the strength they build." These little fish are a testament to enduring for the sake of something greater, legs that carry you, bones that don't break. Number 6, leafy greens. Nature's bone builder. We're talking kale, spinach, collards, Swiss chard. These aren't just side dishes, they're your green multivitamins, packed with everything your legs and bones need after 50. Vitamin K's the star player here. It's like glue, binding calcium to your bones so they stay dense and tough. Studies back this up. Folks with low vitamin K levels face a higher fracture risk. Think hip breaks from a simple stumble. You don't want that? And greens make sure you don't have to. Then there's nitrates. These natural compounds juice up muscle power by boosting blood flow, turning weak strides into strong, confident steps. Research shows nitrates can make everyday moves, like climbing stairs or chasing the grandkids, feel less like a chore and more like a win. But wait, there's more. Antioxidants in these greens fight oxidative stress, the silent agar that wears down muscles and joints over time. Picture this: less inflammation, less soreness, more mornings where you pop out of bed ready to roll. I saw it firsthand with my neighbor, Sue. She was 62, huffing just to get the mail, until she started piling spinach into her meals. 6 months later, she's outpacing me on walks. Greens flipped the script. They're easy to work in. 2. Sauté them with garlic and olive oil for a savory side that smells like heaven. Pair it with that salmon we'll hit later. Or blitz a handful into a smoothie with berries and a banana. Sweet, smooth, and sneaky healthy. Feeling fancy? Toss kale into a soup or stew. It holds up and soaks up flavor. 1 cup a day's all it takes. No excuses. Seneca nailed it when he said, "Simple things endure." Leafy greens are quiet strength on your plate. Nothing flashy, just results. The Stoics thrived on what's essential, stripping away the noise. Greens are that kind of food. They don't promise miracles, they deliver resilience. Bite by bite. You're not just eating. You're fortifying your body for the long haul. Proving age is just a number when you've got nature on your side. Number 5, Greek yogurt. The muscle and bone strengthener. This creamy, tangy stuff isn't just a snack. It's a triple threat for anyone over 50 looking to keep their legs steady and bones unbreakable. First up, protein. Greek yogurt's packed with it. Way more than the runny stuff. And that's gold for rebuilding muscles that start shrinking with age. Weak legs don't stand a chance when you're feeding them this. Think of it as the fuel to keep you balanced. Whether you're hauling groceries or tackling a hill. Then there's calcium. Locking into your bones to keep them tough as nails. Crucial when osteoporosis loves to prey on seniors. And the kicker. Probiotics. These little gut heroes tune your digestion, making sure every nutrient you eat, calcium, magnesium, whatever, gets soaked up instead of wasted. It's like giving your body a VIP pass to strength. I saw this play out with my aunt. She hit 60 and complained her knees felt like rusty hinges. She started swapping chips for Greek yogurt bowls. And 3 months later, she's climbing her porch steps like it's nothing. It's not magic, it's consistency. Mix it with honey and a handful of berries for a breakfast that tastes like dessert but fights like a warrior. Or swap it for sour cream in recipes. Think tacos, dips, even baked potatoes. It's lighter, creamier, and secretly stacking your defenses. Feeling adventurous? Blend it into a smoothie with spinach from our last pick. Double whammy right there. A dollop a day keeps weakness at bay. The Stoics prized discipline. Think of Epictetus. Grinding through life's tests with focus. Spooning this daily isn't just eating, it's building a fortress. Brick by brick. You're not chasing quick fixes, you're forging resilience against times where Greek yogurt's your quiet ally. Smooth on the tongue. Tough in the fight. It's proof that strength doesn't shout. It shows up. Steady and sure. Every time you choose it. Number 4, salmon. The high-quality protein hero. This fish isn't messing around. It's a heavy hitter for anyone over 50 who wants legs that don't quit and bones that hold firm. Salmon delivers all the essential amino acids your muscles crave. No shortcuts. No gaps. Just pure, rebuild-ready protein to counter that slow creep of muscle loss. After a certain age, your legs can feel like they're running on fumes. Salmon's here to refuel them, keeping you steady whether you're pacing the yard or hauling a laundry basket. Then there's the omega-3 fatty acids. These are your joint's best friend, slicing through inflammation so your knees don't ache after a stroll. They boost circulation. 2. Pumping oxygen to your legs fast. No lagging. No dragging. Just smooth power. And let's not sleep on the heart health bonus. A strong ticker means blood keeps flowing, fueling every step you take. My cousin Mike swore by this. He hit 55. And his joints were groaning like an old truck. He started grilling salmon twice a week. And now he's out fishing with me, casting lines without a wince. It's not hype, it's results. Grill it with herbs. Think rosemary, or dill, for a flavor punch that fills the kitchen with life. Or flake it into a salad with those leafy greens we talked about. Double dose of strength right there. Feeling lazy? Pan-sear it with a little lemon and garlic. 10 minutes. Done. Eat it fresh. Not farmed if you can swing it. Wild salmon's got the edge in nutrients. Epictetus said, make the best use of what's in your power. Salmon's a no-brainer for that. You can't stop the clock, but you can load your plate with armor. The Stoics live for practical wins. And this fish is one. Every bite's a choice to stand taller, move freer. It's not flashy. It's fuel for the fight. A quiet hero keeping you in the game. Number 3, eggs. The nutritional powerhouse. Don't sleep on these. They're cheap, simple, and loaded with everything your body needs to stay strong past 50. Eggs bring every essential amino acid to the table, making them a go-to for muscle repair when age starts chipping away at your strength. Legs feeling shaky? That's where protein steps in, patching up wear and tear so you're not wobbling on the way to the mailbox. Then there's vitamin D, your bone's bodyguard. Low D's a fracture risk waiting to happen. Studies show it's linked to brittle skeletons, especially in seniors. Eggs keep that calcium locked in, so your bones don't buckle under life's weight. And choline. That's the unsung hero, sharpening nerve to muscle signals, keeping your coordination tight and cutting the odds of a fall. Imagine smoother steps, less fumbling. Eggs deliver that quietly. My dad proved it. He hit 65, and his balance was off. Started eating eggs daily, and now he's back to tinkering in the garage without a stumble. Scramble with spinach. Tie in those greens we hit earlier for a double punch of power. Or boil a batch for the week. Peel one for breakfast with a slice of toast. No sweat? Feeling bold? Whip up an omelette with peppers and a little cheese. Comfort food that fights back. Keep the yolks. Those nutrients live there. And the fat's good for you in moderation. The Stoics valued what works over what shines. Eggs are humble proof you don't need fancy to win. Seneca said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Aging's tough, sure, but eggs are a practical stand against it. No hype, just results. Every crack of a shell's a choice to rebuild, step by step. They're the Stoics' food, straightforward, effective, ready to carry you through. Number 2, sweet potatoes. The sustainable energy champ. These orange beauties aren't just a Thanksgiving side. They're a secret weapon for staying strong past 50. Complex carbs are the headline here, unlike the roller coaster of sugar spikes and crashes. Sweet potatoes deliver steady, slow-burning fuel. Picture this. Enough juice to tackle stairs, chase the dog, or just walk the block without feeling like you're running on empty. Then there's vitamin A, a powerhouse antioxidant that shields your muscles from oxidative wear. Think of it as rust-proofing your legs against age's grind. And the fiber. It keeps your digestion humming, smoothing the way for every nutrient to hit your system right. No bloat, no lag, just pure uptake to keep your bones and muscles firing. My sister swore by these after she turned 55 and noticed her energy tanking. She'd drag by noon. She started roasting sweet potatoes for dinner. And now she's out gardening like it's her job. Try that, roast 'em with a pinch of salt, maybe a dash of paprika, and you've got pure comfort that fights aging on the sly. Or mash 'em up with a little cinnamon for a cozy breakfast that sticks with you. Feeling extra? Cube 'em. Toss with olive oil. And bake into fries. Crisp outside, soft inside. All strength. They're sweet without the guilt. Versatile as heck. The Stoics said focus on the present. You live as if you were destined to live forever. Marcus Aurelius warned. But sweet potatoes root you in the now. They're not about chasing some distant youth, they're about fueling the strength you've got today. Every bite's a quiet rebellion against decline. Simple, earthy, effective. The Stoics loved what lasts over what dazzles. And these orange champs prove it, no flash. Just steady power to keep you moving. grounded, and alive in the moment? Number 1. You've waited for it, bone broth. The ultimate healer. This isn't just soup, it's liquid gold. A warm mug of defiance against aging's wear. Collagen's the star here. It rebuilds cartilage. That cushion in your joints that arthritis loves to chew up. After 50, creaky knees or stiff hips can slow you down. Bone broth steps in, easing the ache so you're not wincing every time you stand. Then there's the tag team of calcium and magnesium, fortifying your bones to shrug off fractures like they're nothing. Amino acids round it out, feeding your muscles the raw material to stay tough. Legs that carry you, not betray you. This stuff's been a secret weapon for centuries. Grandmas simmered it on wood stoves, knowing it was more than comfort, it was medicine. My friend Tom learned this the hard way. He hit 60, and his joints sounded like a rusty gate. He started sipping bone broth daily. And 6 months later, he's back to hiking trails he'd written off. Make it yourself, simmer bones. Chicken, beef, even fish. For 24 hours with carrots, onions, and a bay leaf. Low and slow pulls every nutrient out. Don't rush it. Strain it. Sip a warm cup daily. Add a pinch of salt or turmeric for kick. No time. Grab a quality store-bought version. But homemade's the real deal. Use it as a soup base. 2. Toss in some greens or noodles for a meal that heals. The Stoics faced life raw. What need is there to seek adornment? Seneca asked. Bone broth's your raw power, no frills. Just strength boiled down. It's not about masking age, it's about meeting it head on. Armed with what works. Every sip's a choice to rebuild. To stand firm. Grandma's wisdom meets stoic grit. This is your number 1 for a reason, it's the foundation of legs that move and bones that endure. Pause here. Let's zoom out. Beyond the plate. To something bigger than food. Aging tests us all. It's the great equalizer. Bones creak like old floorboards. Legs tire halfway through a walk. And suddenly the years feel heavier than they should. But Stoicism says meet it with grit, not despair. Seneca wrote, we suffer more in imagination than reality. Those fears of falling, fading, losing yourself, they're louder in your head than in your body. Don't dread the years. Fortify yourself instead. These 8 foods we've covered. Almonds to bone broth. They're not just calories to chew through. They're armor for the fight. Discipline forged in every bite. A daily stand against decline. Picture my uncle. 70. Hobbling after a fall that shook him. He saw his freedom slipping. Scared him straight into eating like this, sardines, eggs, the works. A year later, he's hiking with his grandkids, laughing as they try to keep up. That's the Stoic way. Control your plate, and you control your future. Or take my old coach, Jane. She hit 68. Joints stiff, spirit sagging. She swapped junk for greens and salmon. And now she's back coaching Little League. Barking orders with a grin. It's not luck, it's choice. You're not dodging age. You're mastering it. Turning time into a sparring partner. Not a thief. Marcus Aurelius said. You have power over your mind. Not outside events. The clock ticks for everyone. But your fork? That's yours to wield. These foods are tools. Simple. Unglamorous. Effective. Building resilience bite by bite. Strength isn't about never bending, it's about rising every time. Which of these 8 will you pick up today? Sweet potatoes for energy. Bone broth for joints. That's where real strength kicks in, not in wishing, but in doing. Stoicism isn't passive. It's action. Grit. A life lived on purpose. So grab one. Start small. And watch it stack. You're not just eating. You're claiming the years ahead. 8 foods. 1 mission, stronger legs. Tougher bones. A life you command. Which of these 8 are you trying first? Almonds? Bone broth? Something else? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading everyone. Hit like if you're ready to age like a stoic. Share this with someone who needs a boost. Subscribe, tap the bell, and stay stoic. Strong body, strong mind. Quick note, this isn't medical advice. Check with your doc before big changes. Let's build a future where every step's steady and fearless. See you next time.